Good morning, everybody. It's me, Richard, again. Um, just waking up, doing my 34 over here in Cartersville, and I just wanted to speak real quick on the New Orleans killing. Um, the young lady that was murdered in her truck out there at Mardi Gras. Now, normally I don't chime in on situations like this. Um, but I see that it's hitting the trucking community pretty hard, pretty hard. Um, and so I decided to go ahead and just say my two piece on it. Now I I spent last night when I got here to do my reset, and some this morning when I woke up watching some people's YouTube videos and listening to what they had to say about the situation. And yes, it really is a touchy situation. Um, it's a touchy situation. It was unfortunate that it happened to her the way it did. Um, it's just sad all the way around. But I believe that from reading comments, looking at videos, people are really being naive to the whole situation. Um, yeah, people are just being naive. Now, in this world, yes, women, they are targets in any profession. I don't care if it's trucking. I don't care if it's you're working at a law firm. I don't care if you're a dentist, um, working at a zoo. You're anything. Yeah, women. Let's be real. They're targets. Why? Because women are known or thought to be known as they can't defend themselves. Um, they're not strong, but that is true. Men are targets too. Um, Now, when I say that people were being naive about the situation, they were saying that the girls in New Orleans um, supposedly went out to have a fun night or a good time out in the town or whatever by herself, um, and that the truck was there for 3 days and nobody went and checked on her. Now, when you're in the trucking industry, you work 70-hour weeks. After that 70-hour week, you get a 34-hour reset. Now, 34 hours, that's close to 2 days. So it's not unknown for a truck driver to park their truck at a truck stop for 3 days and it sit there. Shoot, I park my truck for a week at a truck stop to go home. So it's not unknown. You cannot blame that truck stop for not going to check on somebody. First, we're grown. Second, me personally, I would be pissed off if somebody was coming knocking on my door, checking on me every few days. Why are you knocking at my door? Leave me alone. I'm trying to rest. Um, what it all boils down to is, and this is just me, everybody is subject to their own opinion. This is just me. Um, Me personally, I think it is situational awareness. People must have situational awareness when it comes to anything, not just truck driving, not just truck driving, anything. Now, they're trying to find the clues of who it was and what she was doing. It's fine and dandy. That's what the police are there for. They're gonna piece all those things together, but you can't always look at just the locals there, because we got some sick truck drivers too. Could have been one of them. Now, when I say you have to have situational awareness, when I say you have to have situational awareness, you always got to look at your surroundings. If you have to park at a not so good truck area for the night, sometimes it boils down that way. Just got to do what you got to do. Excuse me. Um, but you always got to look at your surroundings before you get out that truck. See the body language of people that are passing by. Look at um, look at uh, if the area looks bad, if it's good, and not to throw the race out there or anything like that. But if you're a white person or a Caucasian person, look and see, are you the majority or the minority? If you're black, same thing. If you're the majority minority, this is just the day today's world that we're in. Um, Before you when you park your truck, look in both your rear view mirrors, I mean side view mirrors, and see if there's anybody walking up in between the trailers. Um, how many people may be walking in between the trailers? Keep your doors locked at all times. Like I told y'all before, I was a cop for 7 years, and I've seen a lot of stuff in my time. Seen a lot of stuff in my time, and the one thing in common that I've seen is that it doesn't matter what industry you're working in, anybody, and I mean anybody in any profession can get touched. I don't care if you're a truck driver. I don't care if you, like I said, I named them before. You can. You could be working in a high top dollar law firm, go walk into your car in the car deck, and somebody be waiting for you there. You always gotta look at where you are. Always have a plan in your head. Okay, if this happens, this is what I'm going to do. Whenever I go to a truck stop, I don't go there and not have thought about my escape plan just in case somebody comes inside one of those truck stops shooting it up. Um, um, where the exits are. If I'm not by exit, where can I go to take cover just in case something happens like that? Whenever I'm at a truck stop, if I'm sitting down eating inside of the establishment, you will never see me facing towards the door. You will never see me facing towards the door. I'm always looking at the door. Now, sometimes it's kind of hard because in some of these truck stops, the way that they're built or made, you have the door over here, so I could be facing the door, but then right behind where you're sitting, there's another connection to another. Say you stop at a Love's or something, and that Love's has a um, Chester's or restaurant or a Subway. So you'll have like three parts to a store. Or if they have a McDonald's or something like that. Some of these truck stops have like three portions to a store. You'll have your actual Love's over here, and then you'll have your McDonald's over here, and then you'll have another something else over here. So sometimes I find it hard to, seat myself, and then if that's the case, then I may just, uh, go ahead and just sit down sometimes, or sometimes I'll just take my stuff back to the truck where I know I'm going to be safe. So, like I was saying before, you'll have your actual truck store, your Loves or whatnot, and then you'll have your Subway connected to it, and you're sitting in Subway to eat, but you try to face the door to look at the door, but you have another opening right behind you to get to the other store, so you can't really see your whole surrounding. But majority of the times, I say 95% of the times, if you see me, I'm not facing with my back towards that door. I'm facing that door. Another thing, um, like I say in all my other videos, I don't get on here to bash nobody. I don't get over here to badmouth anybody. But I seen that, this was a subject that people were talking about, and me personally, I'm just trying to shed some insight um, to help other people out. Now, me personally, I hardly ever drink. I don't drink. I drink every once in a blue moon. If it has to be a really, really good occasion for me to be drinking. Now, if you're a truck driver, you're out of state, you're not in your territory. Like me, I'm from Georgia. Say I am in Florida. Actually, I was just in Florida. Say I had to catch my 34 over there. You're not gonna see me going out drinking. Why? It's not my surroundings. I don't know the surroundings. I don't know the places. I don't know the people. Granted, I don't know everybody in where I'm from in Georgia, but a local can feel a local if you're from there. If you're not from there, um, or should I say it like this? A local could feel a local, and a local could feel a tourist. So if you're from there, oh, they know. And if you're not from there, definitely they know. They could tell by your body posture. They could tell how you walk. They could tell how you talk. um, just a lot of different factors. So when they see somebody in their city that possibly doesn't know where they are, they're by themselves, you're a perfect target all the time. All the time. Perfect target. So I wouldn't go out drinking, or I won't go out drinking. If I did drink, because once you drink, what does it do? It messes up your mind. Just a bad situation all the way around. Um, mm, 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 mm. A 25-year-old loses her life for probably just wanting to have fun. It's sad, real sad. Just don't think that, you're untouchable, that it won't happen to you, that it won't happen to the next person. Just very unfortunate. You got to be on high alert 24/7 in this job, in any job. But trucking is one of the most dangerous jobs out there. Um, I've concluded, I've heard, I've read. It's like one of the top 10 dangerous jobs, and that's just from driving alone. Just from driving alone. But then you add in going from state to state, you not knowing where you are. Yeah, adds in a little bit more of it to that factor. But let's not forget, it can happen to anyone, anywhere, anytime. Like I said before, just check your surroundings. When you park that truck, check your side view mirrors. While you're sitting there, maybe doing some paperwork, logging off your system, look around. Look at the people. Look at the people. It'll tell you all a lot just by looking and observing. Um, Once you get inside, look around. I think it was my second video, my second or third video. You could go back and you could hear me say in that video, I wasn't necessarily going inside that Pilot or that Flying J to buy anything. I was hungry. I ended up buying uh some Hardee's, I think it was. Yes, I ended up buying some Hardee's, but not after like 20, 25 minutes. I went inside, I observed, looked around, said it in the video, looked around. I mean, I had to ride around the parking lot a couple of times to find me a parking spot, so I looked around while I was doing that. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing to go out and have a good time. Um, I mean, that when you're in the trucking industry, you're seeing a lot of stuff. You're seeing a lot of new places that you've never seen before. You're going to a lot of new places you've never been before. Seeing a lot of cool things that you could possibly do. But don't be dumb about the situation. Have a plan and then have a backup plan. And sometimes you may have to have a backup plan to that backup plan. Called thinking, y'all. Let's be smart out here. Let's be smart. And once again, like I said, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not bashing her. God rest her soul. Um, Not bashing her. But at the end of the day, we just gotta be smart. We gotta be smart. But last thing, just like I said before, and I can't say it enough, just check your surroundings. Check around. Please, if you don't do anything else, do that. Um, Man, I check the surroundings even when I'm at home in my own house. Not saying to that full extent, but um, when it comes to my hometown and stuff like that, yeah, I still do it. Check around, watch my back. I'm not a paranoid type person. It's just situational awareness. And everybody needs to have it. So, and I'm done here. Just if you have any feedback, um, drop a comment, like, subscribe. Be safe, have fun, be blessed, have a great day, and just keep on trucking, y'all. Peace.